So hello everyone and welcome back to some more Yakuza 0 here with Kide in Twitch streams and indeed later on in YouTube as well. Not done with this yet. What a shame. I kind of wish that I already stood long enough so that I could have just gathered some more extra cash. That would have been great. But sad, but no. No sus luck. No sus luck. So, there's definitely a quest over here, and we did see this already, but I guess the mushroom man is at least back, so I could go and check on him. I'd say if he happens to be there, then yeah, why not? Why not go and check on him? Maybe I'll go there first, check on the mushroom man. And of course there's plenty of other random stuff we could do, but we could maybe just save some of that random stuff for the very, after the full game is done. Otherwise, story-wise, the goddamn woman fighting thingy over here, for example, which we haven't done that much. And maybe that's a good thing. I don't know if we should be doing that much. Hello, Satendenho, welcome to stream for you too. I hope your week and weekend has been a good one. And you've had a good weekend, hope everything's going good on your end as well. Well, tired, like said. After all, I had the 6 days in the work practice from Monday to Saturday. And only today, a free day, and then tomorrow I have to go in the work again. So, yeah. Well, of course it's the practice, at least it's more, not as big of a day tomorrow, because it's like practicing for or being ready for the next work practice that will be then of course introduced into that place, so it's not really the same sort of a deal yet, and not as long of a day as a result. But still, tomorrow already going back, which is... Started another one, 5th or 6th Mass Effect 1 playthrough. That is a lot of playthroughs of Mass Effect 1. Interesting that it calms you down. I do like the game, but still, I guess it's partially because I did stream it relatively recently. Plus, no matter how much I enjoyed it, I don't know if I would end up playing it that many times myself. True. I enjoy some other games more, like, of course, the goddamn building games. All that's definitely relaxing for me for whatever reason, or Stellaris, or then I have been thinking lately that I could go and play again Wizardry 8 for myself, because I just like Wizardry 8 as a game. So maybe we'll see. Not certain. What am I gonna get? Repair kit, I already have one. Intimidating Yakuza, now he's even getting involved in the trouble with Yakuza. That's just my take mushrooms, what they're trying to pull. I don't sell any illicit mushrooms here. And that's Kitachima, the shroomer. Say what? You gotta be kidding, hand over the good mushrooms, quick! If you wanna stay in one piece, you better give us the real stuff before we get annoyed. But like I said, I only sell regular mushrooms. Huh? You think we're gonna believe you'd set up a shop in the middle of Cumber just selling plain old mushrooms? Looks like I'm going to get dragged into this mess again. Yeah.
Oi.
Hey. Kiryu-san? Who the fuck are you? This guy's just a regular mushroom seller. If you're looking for the other kind of mushroom, try somewhere else. Where do you get off knocking to us like that? Get out of the way, man.
Huh?
You get out of the way. You're obstructing his business.
Huh?
That does it. Let's smash this asshole. Good luck with that. That's what I'd say. I don't remember what I needed to do to try to do the counters sometimes. Oh well. So I went to a friend's house recently and he offered me a drink. I opened his refrigerator and the only thing in there was some sparkling water called Aha water. Didn't know it actually existed. Well, I definitely wouldn't have thought that such a thing exists. But okay, there's real Aha water. Well, you need to know what you need to get when you need it, I guess. Jesus, that was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Sorry for the wall of text. No worries, small fry, no worries. And hello, Milan. Welcome to stream for you too. I hope your weekend and weekends be a good one. How are you, on the other hand? I'm just tired, that's all. Grr, how did the skits get so fucking tough? Let's get the hell out of here, sir. You're gonna get it. When I need it, yes. When you do. Kiryu-san, thanks for saving me again. You're in a bit of a bind. I get the feeling there are still too many people who don't realize I'm just a regular mushroom seller. Yeah, you've got a lot of rent here, but this spot is a terrible place to sell mushrooms. Well, that may be true, but I'm sure there's more room for improvement.
Nani?
Room for improvement? I don't want to blame it all on the location. If there are still things I can try, I'm going to stick with it. That's a weird way to think. Like, sure, there may be room for improvement, but can't you improve even if you change the location when you know that this location is bad? Like, wouldn't that also make sense? Just saying. Let's see. What else can Kichojima do to stop people from thinking he sells hallucinogenic mushrooms? A mascot, a theme song, image training. Huh. I wonder what would be fun. Spent a couple days making different emotes for Discord, and ungrateful assholes siblings ignored them completely. Aww. You bought perfumes. Well, I'm happy that you're happy about the perfumes. And yeah, a theme song. I'm indeed definitely thinking about the mascot or theme song first. Like, which one would I success? Image training seems... I don't know exactly what that would like include. A mascot and a theme song is at least clear. But... okay, let's go for the theme song if that makes for the best choice. How about you come up with a theme song? A theme song? A jingle that makes your product more memorable. You hear them on the TV and the radio. Oh, well, sure. Those catchy tunes get stuck in my head all the time. But how will I put my theme song out there? I don't have the money for advertisement. Just sing it here all day long. Just sing it all the time. Just sing. What? I can't do that. You said you'd be willing to try anything, right? And let me see how it goes. But I don't have a song to sing. You need something light and catchy to get rid of your shady image. How about this? What is it? Whisper, whisper. Perfume addict. If he's going to sing a theme song, everyone will think he is a mushroom himself, maybe. Okay, now give it a try. Here goes. Miraculous mushroom, marvelous mushrooms. Enoki, shiitake, porkini, for magnificent mushrooms, your man is Kitashima. Not bad at all. The lyrics work well, if I do say so myself. You think? Yeah, nobody would mistake you for a hallucinogenic mushroom dealer singing that song. Now that you mention it, I think you are right. Okay, I'll give it the singing a try. Thanks, Kiryu-san. Heh, good luck. Good luck with that. Friendship. Can you sell me some stuff too so I can get more friendship? Miraculous mushrooms, marvelous mushrooms. Hey, Kiryu-san, interested in some of my magnificent mushrooms? I can't carry any more. Maybe next time. Yeah, goddamn, can't carry more. Why do I always get just into... He went through that girl there, at least in my screen. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put stuff into me inventories from the thingy. Not a dealer, but a taker instead. Are you sure about that, Kiryu? Alright, goddamn mushrooms can all go there, and that can go there, and another goddamn mushroom, and another goddamn mushroom, and you, and... Stamina spark. Health and hit to their maximum levels. I don't need that. Sure. Now I should have some space in my inventory. If he happens to be around so I can buy some mushroom. Give me a mushroom. Miraculous mushrooms, marvelous mushrooms. Yes. I guess just a Maikage. Why not? Miraculous mushrooms. Thanks for buying mushrooms. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like you're getting used to dealing with customers. You know it. For magnificent mushrooms, get on your chose, man. Yeah, I got it. Can I buy another one? For some more friendship? Why is Matsukake so expensive? Yes, thanks for buying. Yeah. You're the man. Man. Wanna give some more? Hope you stop by again, Kiryu-san. Remember? Yeah. Now there's gonna be something new soon. Seems it's taken shine to that theme song. Yeah. Team song is the go to go. Way to go, even. Go to go, way to go. Can't you just eat the freaking shrooms? I guess, but at least the poisonous one seems that that's gonna be pretty unhealthy. Like, well, apparently it was good somehow. Wow. Amazing. Couldn't ever have hoped for a better mushroom. Whoa. It's in the next street, god damn it. Maybe Kira should have a theme song as well, maybe, but I don't know what that song would sound like. I have no idea. What would be a good song? Now that's an amazing question to me. Is it you? You seem to be the person that I wanna talk. You seem to be someone that is very sad. Telephone club, clerk. What are you doing here? Oh no, it's that woman again. Who's the unfortunate victim I should connect her to? That telephone club clerk looks like he has a problem on his hands. Ah, sir, can I help you?
Yeah.
No, I just noticed you seemed like you had a problem. ... exclamation mark. Just one, it's on the front page of our YouTube channel. Yeah, but I don't know if it would be a teen song. But it's an introduction song to my channel, but I don't know about the theme song. Theme songs and long-ass intros people have on YouTube are annoying, so I hope not. Just my opinion, though. Well, long intros, yes. That's one thing. But like in a general, an idea for something. Then Kira should sing it at the start, at the end of every stream. No, that's just ridiculous. No, no, no. That would just go way too far. Way too far. Besides, there's enough singing of me in YouTube in Finnish and everything. If you wanna hear me sing, you can go and listen to those sometimes if you really wanna. There's no need for me to sing. That's un-game related, extremely un-game related. Exclamation mark. Besides, to be honest, I really hate singing live because I really don't believe that I'm that great of a singer. Well, it depends on the situation. If I have there's plenty of songs that can fit my voice fine enough, but then there's also songs that I really just don't get a perfect tune to, like in any way, and then I have to try to be figuring them out, and it's really not pleasant to listen to then if I try to do those songs. So, yeah, just saying. So it's not that natural for me. There's some songs that go perfectly fine. I can do really well with them, no problem. But then there's other stuff that really just no, no way in hell. What's with the stare? Question mark or dot question mark. But it's a definition of a theme song. You have to sing it all the time for it to become a theme song. Well, then maybe I don't want to have a theme song. There's more videos of you singing. I didn't know that. I like your singing voice. There he is. There's like usually done for Christmas or some special occasion, some specific video. Like, for example, Varpunen jouluaamuna is a song that I did one Christmas. It's a separate one. What else would there have been? I think I tried to do one for one Christmas for like a German, like Silent Night, but in German. Of course, that's not definitely perfect German, because it's not like I talk perfect German by any means, but I tried my best to try to do it as well as possible anyways. But yeah, in Finnish, in German. Must have something specifically English. Don't remember. But still, something. Some stuff. Some specific songs, nonetheless. Have to look closer what exactly there was. I have thought sometimes that could do some more, but well, don't know. Well, at least you can hear some Finnish. Varpunen jouluaamuna is basically a Finnish song that is like the Varpunen is a sparrow and jouluaamuna is like a Christmas morning. So it's a little bit sadder sounding. What's with the stare, says Kirjo, yeah? Yeah? What's with the stare? Question mark? Well, he just stares like an idiot. Well, he is still staring, the guy too, so, you know. Going on a tangent, yeah. Sir, ... What? Your voice is so cool. In fact, it stops me in my tracks, and I'm a straight guy. You are a lady killer. I guess Kiryu is a lady killer. Not all ladies have fallen for him though. But I guess. And yeah, tangent rather than tangent. Okay. Maybe with a voice like yours. Lady Killer Son. Totally, that's gonna be our name, Lady Killer Son. May I interest you in our telephone club?
Oi.
Are you seriously calling me that? I was just passing by, man, some other time. Please, a moment, sir. You don't even have to pay. I beg of you, try out our telephone club. You don't want me to pay? Now I know there's a catch. True. Well, yes, I'll be honest with you. You see, we have been getting calls from this strange woman. A strange woman? Yes, it's a woman with a strange voice. The things she says don't make much sense either. She's really weird. Must be me. She's been calling us non-stop today. But she's so odd. The customers I connect her with end up complaining. I don't want to patch her through anymore. That look this guy has, so wide-eyed. Yeah, it is very wide-eyed look. He's a lady killer if you consider pleasure king a woman. In that sense, I guess, yes. Sounds like a problem caller, alright. But even if she's odd, the telephone club can't really start refusing calls. That's exactly it. But you're such a lady killer, sir. I think you could be the man to talk her down. What? Me? Destiny calls. Destiny is calling us. Yes, that woman's like whiskey. That overflowing sense of empathy and compassion with a voice like yours. Even the weirdest woman can be wrangled. So he has the power to wrangle even the weirdest woman. Yeah, rape and telephone club again. Sort of. You have got to be kidding me. ... You don't have to pay. Please, I'm begging you. I guess at least it's a chance to get some telephone club practicing for free. What do I have to lose? I'll pretty much a lot, I'd say. We have been indeed raped before too, so I think we can lose a lot considering that, but hey, we're not a coward, we're not gonna turn it down, so sure, we'll take the call even if it's gonna kill us. He does have a great voice, yeah? That's true, there's a lot of strange women calling this telephone club, yeah? Or the other telephone club, this is different telephone club, I think. Or is this just on the other side, the same telephone club? I don't know, maybe. A lot, Kiryu, a lot, yes. It's weird that he's like, what can we lose? Nothing at all, totally. You can't lose anything if you do not go and meet someone afterwards. Oh, alright, I'll take the call. Not for too long, though. Yes, you're a lifesaver. I'll show you to a room right now. Right away. I'm sure she'll call again soon. The instant she does, I'll patch her through to you. Sure. Hey, I need to remind myself how to do telephone club thingings. The clerk said he would patch the weird caller through right away. Is she actually going to call? If it's gonna be the minigame type of thing, there's the call. Weird calls about topics that don't make sense. ... Wonder how this is going to go. ... Question mark. How weird could this lady be? Now that's a great question. Hello? Okay, don't need to play the game. Voice on the phone. Hi, are you someone I can finally talk to? I'm so tired of those shit for brains guys hanging up up the phone. Sure, I'm your man. Her voice is so deep and husky, okay, and she's kind of a cuttermouth, okay. The clerk wants me to deal with this using empathy and compassion. How should I break the ice? You have a great voice. This is destiny at work. That's a good one. That's perfect. Mush mush. Mushy mush. Oh, and that old school phone ring sound, very nostalgic, yeah. It's not like he is losing his innocence through his ears, considering what he imagines while he is just talking over the phone. Mushy mush. Her voice kind of sounded as if she used some sort of like a transmitter or something that she's changing her voice. Very possible. Very plausible. Software. I kind of want to say this is destiny at work. It just seems like the most fun one to say. Can I say them all? Or is there just one that I can always choose? That's my question. Because if I can choose them all, then I should choose the right one the last. But if there's just one right, that is. I'll wait a little bit so I can maybe get an answer to that. If there's going to be an answer to that. No answers for you. No, that's sad. Fine. Well, this is destiny at work then. Definitely. I get a real sense that this is destiny at work here. Come on. Well, it's okay. Huh? Destiny? How we're exchanging words now, you and I. It comes from coincidences upon coincidences. Like gears within gears. You could call it destiny. We're definitely talking weird stuff now too. We should cherish every moment of it. What? What are you saying? Don't you get what's going on here? Okay. No need to be bashful. I want to get to know you better. Why the hell would I give you any details about me? Are you insane? Then again, happy-go-lucky guys like you are what I really wish I could aspire to... ... Good. She's tough, but she sounds pleased. I guess Nishiki is right. Women really go for the mushy stuff. Okay, Kiryu the philosopher. Yeah. But damn, you're just a weird family. Everyone I've talked to at your place is even nuttier. Weird family? My place. Do you know how many times I called? I keep getting someone different every time. It's been impossible to get this deal to happen. I think you're trying to do something completely different and you don't really understand where you've been calling, clearly. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, she has a wrong number, clearly, yep. Like, all the time, just weird family and all the time just like a different person. Well, yeah, because that's the deal of this goddamn place, you stupid woman. How big is your family anyway?
Nani?
My family? What are you talking about? Of course, you are not going to get the same guy every time you call. Huh? What are you talking about? You're all just one big happy family, aren't you? They must be precious to you. ... A precious family. ... Are we gonna say that yes, we're a family? Masking her voice because of some shady deal. Drug deal with the telephone call. Let's go all in. Yeah, totally. We're totally a family, yes? Yes, we are a family. Every customer here is a rival competing over incoming calls. I don't know their faces or their names. But we all work towards the same goal. We share a common dream. In that context, maybe we are all one big family. Well, if you think of family that way, I guess. Kiryu thinks way too much. Kiryu does think way too much. Yeah, you're right. Everyone here is my precious family. Good. Family is precious. Glad there's someone who understands. That will make our deal go smoothly. Deal. Yeah, deal. You know what this is about. It's about the most important thing in your life. The most important thing to me is... ... My manhood, my convictions, this conversation with you. Well... those are some interesting choices. I kind of lean into this conversation with you, just going all into that. My manhood is so weird. Answer. Not gonna say my convictions because that's more like real thing. That seems like that would be the real answer for Kiryu. Like if he actually thought of what is the most important thing for him, it would be his convictions, clearly. Yeah. Just like Flame, you said that convictions is obviously what Kiryu is really about, but here right now... Yeah, I wish I was able to find such a deep meaning in everything. I wish so too. He really has a talent. Is she going to sell him a hot water too? Is it that simple? What kind of rabbit hole has this lady sent Kiryu into? Are we trying to get the girl then? Well, maybe we should say then this conversation with you. Even though this really, I'm interested to know what the heck Kiryu would say about my manhood. Like, seriously? This conversation with you, clearly, is the most important thing to me. This time I'm spending conversing with you. What? Would you drop this sentimental bullshit and stop screwing around? I'm not screwing around on anyone. I'm enjoying myself just talking with you this way. I think this time is important. Precious, even. Wow, I feel embarrassed just listening to you yap like that. But your voice is kind of shooting. I may even be enjoying this a little. Alright, looking good. I knew women fall for guys who treat them like they're the most important thing in life. Wait, no, don't try to change the subject on me. There's something that's more important to you, isn't it? Isn't there? More important to you, isn't there? Think about it hard. Something that's even more important to me. So, our manhood? Is that the one that we should be saying, eh? I guess so. My manhood, yes, definitely. You mean like my manhood or something? Huh? Well, close enough. I'm talking about your little guy. I think you're talking about some other little guy than that little guy. Is he selling Viagra? Maybe. What are you going to do to my little guy? Now Kitty is starting to get worried. What are you gonna do to our little guy? My god, what is she planning to do? Or is she talking about kids? I don't know. What shall we do indeed? It all depends on your reply. I don't like where this is going. I think they have kidnapped some guy that is supposed to be our precious family, and we wanna be getting them back. Must be. Yeah, that's exactly what I was starting to think, that this must be kidnapping, because I had like no idea before. But if we are talking about some little guy that's supposed to be really precious to us and we're all big family and all that, then it must be some person that has been kidnapped. I've never seen this. This is ridiculous. This is pretty ridiculous for sure. I love it. Finally, you're feeling the heat. You're about to lose the most important thing in your life.
Nani?
You're going to take that away from me? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to... not doing anything that hardcore. I've done this vision, but I didn't remember what it is about. Gotcha. Oh, but you will! This is serious. If you want your little guy let loose, bring cash to the fountain in West Park. Let loose?
Nani?
What? Cash? Isn't that against the rules? Of course it is! I knew that going into this whole thing. Okay, how much money are you expecting anyway? 50. 50 and your little guy gets off. 50. Is that really all you want? Yeah, and come alone. I'm looking forward to this. Dot, 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 dot. Some guy got kidnapped and gave telephone club number as his family number. Such a legend. Yeah. Funny thing. Yeah, totally. There's a lot of family. Oh, Lady Killer-san! Sir, thank you so much. You really came through for us. You were on the phone with her for a while. How did it go? I promised to meet her in the front of the fountain at West Park. I'm on my way there now. Yes.
Eh?
Really? You got her to agree to meet you? That's amazing. The other guests all hung up on her because the conversation just weren't getting anywhere. I knew you were the one, Lady Killer-san. Your compassion and patience are the gold standard. You are the best. We're just worried about our manhood, you know. Let loose, gets off. Oh my god, the innuendo levels. Yeah, just a little bit. I wouldn't say that. Besides, she might be a little different, but I don't think she's a bad person. At least the shit got down on the weird calls she keeps making. Thank you so much, Lady Killer-san. Stop calling me that. ... Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I wonder what she's like in person. You'll come back to tell me, won't you? Sure. We just want to get off, that's all. After all, that's what Kiryu goes there. He can't miss a booty goal. Totally. That's absolutely it. Like, it's this place, right? Yep. Back to the place where we slept before. Have some money. You guys. We could go to our mushroom kai too, but I think we'll go there after this because we're in the middle of something important, I'd say. Very important. And it's even nighttime, so it's perfect. Just about perfect. I'm supposed to meet that odd telephone club caller in front of the fountain in the park here. But come to think of it, neither of us told each other what we look like or what to look for. How are we supposed to meet up? Huh? That voice. Could it be? Yeah, it's not even a lady, it's a goddamn shady man.
No.
Hey, you. What? The dulcet, velvety tones of that voice. You must be the guy from the phone. Of course you wouldn't be reacting to my, but you are saying our dulcet, velvety tones of the voice and all that, so maybe you were indeed a little bit into it, even though you are a guy. Well, here is the love of our life, indeed, very classic. But it made sense because it didn't sound like a real voice exactly. Where is the oar in the sky? Phone. What phone are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. Where's the money? You brought it, right? Money? That's right, money. Come on, hand it over. Or else your beloved little guy. ... My beloved little guy. Question mark. Wait, I talked to a woman with a husky voice at the telephone club about my little guy. You must be ... a friend of hers. Totally, that's exactly what it was about. It's totally just a friend of the lady that you talked to. Absolutely, Kiryu. Yep, totally. It's not like you're a little bit stupid here or anything, but sure. Is it wrong that I kind of hoped it would be an actual female and we would actually like drop kick and break your arms, etc. like we do to every guy in this game? Must be just me. Kiryu never learns. Kiryu definitely never learns. Huh? Telephone club? I don't know what you're talking about, but that was me on the phone.
Nani?
What? You don't sound like her. She had a husky and sexy voice. Are you nuts? Why would I phone in a ransom demand with my real voice? I used a voice modulator. Ransom? Voice modulator? Then what about the deal to get my little guy off for 50 yen? My little guy off for 50 yen. What are you talking about? Don't you want your son back? Now fork over the 50 million I told you to bring. Help! I want to go home. Holy crap, the telephone caller was a kidnapper. Yeah, you don't say, man. You don't say. Holy freaking crap. Jesus, Kiryu, one-track mind. You're not getting a single yen out of me. What? But then why did you come? Because, to protect what's important to me. As in our manhood. Yes. Shit, you were never going to pay a ransom from the start, were you? You asshole. You know too much now. I can't let you walk out of here. And neither are you gonna be getting walking off from here, you know? So, too bad for you. Let me slap you real good. We have the shearing boy there. Die. A kidnapper. Actually, he was a kidnapper. Indeed, he was. Exactly. Shit, I never would have nabbed a kid with a dad so goddamn tough. ...
Yeah.
Listen up. That boy isn't my son. You were calling into a telephone club the whole time. A telephone club? That can't be. I dialed the number the kid told me. Well, actually, I could see a neon sign through the window of the room I was locked up in. I didn't want mommy or daddy to worry, so I just told you the telephone number that was on the sign. Smart kid. Smart kid. Could have gotten you killed though, to be honest, cause what if he had found out? But yeah, Kid is a legend, very much so. What did the five fingers say to the face? Then you are. ... Yeah, just a telephone club customer. No wonder my ransom demands were getting nowhere. ... I basically went past, I lost my house and the five left with the kids. ... Aw, now we hear his sad story. But you know, even if you have a sad story, you shouldn't be going and kidnapping kids and trying to ransom them back to their family, you know? Very much smart, kid. And now I get conned by the kid I abducted, savaged by a telephone club customer, and no money to show for it. Kid probably never laughed that much in his life. Where did my life go so wrong? It's not too late to turn things around. Huh? After you've had some time to think about your crimes and you're set free, I'll take you to the telephone club. Ah. Telephone club is the answer to all problems. That's great. Something to look forward to. If they're still around when I'm out. ... Thanks, buddy. You know, I'm glad I got to talk to you on the phone. It was an enjoyable conversation. Here, hold on to this, would you? It won't help me where I'm going. Who was calling the police though? It's not like we're calling the police at the moment. Are you just going to go yourself to the police and just say that, hey, I did something terrible, just handcuff me or something? Is that what you're planning to do or something? Because it's not like we're the police or something. You got a super spicy knife. I don't have any space. What the heck are we gonna send away? Fine. Thanks, I guess I had fun too. Well, apparently there is a police now somehow coming, I don't know how they knew. Well, sounds like the cops finally got word of this ruckus. I'll go quietly, don't worry. I guess there was a ruckus, but that's just way too loud. Let me get forward. Talk to you later, telephone buddy. My god, too loud. ... Thank god that's over it. Well, we can give you 50 yen. If you want, as long as you do what you promise. Says you right, dude. Thank you for rescuing me, mister. Sure. Are you alright? Yep. That kidnapper one was really nice. Was he? ... Question mark. Hey, mister. What's the telephone club? You may not wanna know that, kid. What, Jesus, kid? What did I do now? Now we will get people off in jail. Well... It's like a playground for grown-ups where you can meet new people. Ah, that sounds fun. I want to go to a telephone club. Like I said, it's for grown-ups. Just for grown-ups. Destiny goals. The end. Not as smart as we may have thought. That comments about 50 and doing what's promised. Well, it's not me. It's about Flame writing that, you know, Caesar. I just read what Flame said. It's not me. It was Flame's idea. I just kinda agreed with it. Don't you read the chat? It wasn't mine. My original comment. Seriously. Going and just blaming me for that. How rude. Rude. Well, now there's even more people here. How great. I was like, what was that about all of a sudden? I can't blame him even if I do not want to read that the shit I write. Aww. Well, that's just sad. Well, I read everything. At the very least. And not that you can't miss stuff anyways. I do miss stuff after all. I missed plenty of stuff that has been written back in the day, but hopefully I'm better with it nowadays that I wouldn't be missing that many things that are written. Man, someone is out for a shroom, man. Very out for a shroom, man. I guess the cotton theme song wasn't the best idea. What is this? It's Puna Shimeji. Bona what? That's not the mushroom we want. Sorry, you may have gotten the wrong idea, but we only sell regular mushrooms here.
Huh?
Give me shrooms! That's Kitashima the Shroomer. I came a long way because I heard you had quality shrooms. What gives? Well, our mushrooms are of the finest quality, but they are just mushrooms with no special properties. Question mark. It's no use. It doesn't understand. What am I going to do? Oh, I know. Miraculous mushrooms, marvelous mushrooms. Enoki, shiitake, porcini, for magnificent mushrooms. Your man is Kitashima. Yeah, totally, that helps at this point. Mr. Anderson, do you have any mushrooms? It does remind me a little bit of Mr. Anderson. They are in very black suits and all that. Agent Smith, Matrix dude, yeah. It definitely reminds of Matrix. So good. A theme song, indeed. Theme song will win them over. Definitely will just clear everything up. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. You're dead. Gah. Looks like I'm going to get dragged into this mess again.
Oi.
Hey. Oh, get you, son.
What?
You. How do we get this guy to cover up the good stuff? It's just a regular mushroom seller. If you want the other kind of mushrooms, try somewhere else. It's too late to talk. We can't back down now. Too bad. You're obstructing his business, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave before I remove you myself. You work at this. Kill him. And he just walks off the scene. Wow, it's first time at least, so that's cool. Aww. Let's get a little bit of a flip. Let's actually drink one of these. So we can see this actually. Yay! We can see something different. Never used that before. But I have to have enough heat to be able to do that finishing move, so it's always usually the problem with that.
Ooh.
Wiped out. Unbelievable. Thanks for helping me again, Kiryu-san. Looks like they thought you were selling hallucinogenic mushrooms again, huh? I guess the team song didn't really help. What's it going to take? I just want people to know I have the tastiest mushrooms in Japan.
What?
Wait, the tastiest mushrooms in Japan? Hey, let me try one. Let me try one. Oh great, now it's going to duplicate in 1000 Agent Smiths. Oh, sure. Ah. Buono. Delicious. What is this mushroom? Just one of my mushrooms. Kitashima mushrooms. It tastes fantastic. How do you grow them? That face. He's very happy. Hey. Ah, thank you. I have my own special technique. That mushroom reminded me of the old days in Naples. I used to be a chef there many years ago. ... So maybe you didn't even understand it incorrectly, but I don't know. Did you understand it incorrectly or did you not? I don't know. He does look like an American. He did sometimes like the voice comes out like he's talking a little bit of English, so I think he is supposed to be indeed from somewhere else, like he is apparently from Naples, so... Or at least from somewhere else. You were a chef? I was well known in Naples back then. I worked every day trying to make the best pasta in all of Europe. Ah, best pasta. So apparently it's from France. I perfected the ideal of dente pasta. Isn't Naples in Italy though? I'm pretty sure that there's at least somewhere in Italy also Naples, but maybe it's also in France. Not certain. Pasta would fit definitely at least Italy extremely well. Dot. Probably just comes to my mind first Italy because of the fact of pasta, and I am sure that there is also a place called like that in Italy somewhere, but yeah, I guess there's also in France. Yeah, Naples city in Italy. That's what I was thinking, that like there's definitely the city like that in Italy. Yeah, you're right, it's Italy. But well, I know okay about Italy after all. My sister living there and all, so I was like, I'm sure that's incorrect, sir. The problem was the sauce. I could never find mushrooms worthy of my pasta. I visited mushroom sellers every day, searching for a mushroom to match my pasta. None were good enough. Naples is a city in Collier County, Florida, United States. Well, it's not too surprising that there's also some in other places. I'm an American, my geography is always wrong. Yeah, here we can see how right it is. Not that I get everything right, I just know about Finland and a little bit more about Italy basically. And well, of course a little bit more about Europe, but on the other hand, you guys know more about USA, so fair game. I never found the right mushroom. Every stone was losing money and my girl left me. I grew to hate pasta. Oh dear. He just like, everything went wrong because just didn't find the right mushroom. Just everything. Just girl left and restaurant just went out and down and under and all. I gave up and took over the family business. The mafia. Of course. Italy has, after all, a lot of mafia, so of course you would be from the family business of family mafia. Of course. I assume every place has a duplicate in USA, at least a lot of places. The mushroom he got didn't produce any good sauce. Sad times, yes, sad times. I see. ... But I finally found it. The ideal mushroom to go with my pasta. I should be able to make the finest pasta in Europe now. Kirashima, would you come back to Italy with me? Wow, all the way to Italy. We will take Europe by storm with the best mushroom pasta ever. What? This is all so sudden. But if I went to Europe with you, I bet I could get lots of people to try my mushrooms. Yes. Kiryu-san, I really don't know what to think, but don't worry about me. You need to listen to what your heart tells you.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with you if it means I can show more people how good my mushrooms are. Grazie. Thank you, Kitashima. Still, I'm a little worried. I think my mushrooms are the best in Japan, but I don't know if people will like them overseas. Heh. Show some confidence. Remember what you always say? Huh? Oh, yeah. Like your mushrooms are best. Together for magnificent mushroom, Kitajima's your man. Yes. And he can leave the family business of being in a mafia. So hey, all good. Yay, that's done. Sad times, at least he found his shrooms in Japan. Yeah, finally in Japan. Everything you can find from Japan. Pretty much, Georgia is a ton of Georgia has a ton of Greek cities, Athens, Sparta, etc. I prefer Sparta. My spelling is also immaculate. Dante kicks ass. Dante kicks ass. I don't know if there's that many of the Finnish cities though, but I guess there might be some. But like definitely some of those cities from France and those sort of old Greek cities. Not too surprising, but it is kind of weird. Why don't you wanna be naming them something different? Why do you wanna name the same thing? Not even new, like of course there's Delhi and New Delhi and the India on the other hand. This is so shaky camera because it can't, I guess, go to the right side, so it's just shaking like this now. It's really shaky. Ugh. I know Dante is the son of Sparta, but it just didn't come into my mind now from that. Alright, yes, you should know that. I do know that claim, but I was like, I don't understand how Dante is in the name of the city that I know of, so it doesn't make any sense. This disc, yes. My god, shaky camera, stop it. Wending. Well, something infinite. But then I don't exactly know what. I guess it's just about the fact of trying to make friendship with that one guy. I don't really know. Like, is there really anything? Is that in any way interesting to try to do that? I guess I could kill you at least, considering you're a gold man. I haven't played it, I've just watched it. I haven't played it. I wouldn't be good in the Devil May Cry games whatsoever. I just recently watched them because I was feeling, originally I had thought that maybe I should play them someday, but on the other hand I have so goddamn many games that I should be playing through that I definitely don't think that I would have. Well, first of all, I think that it would be really difficult for me to be good at those games, Devil May Cry games, and secondly, I have so goddamn many games in the list. They're pretty tough. Yep, I definitely don't think I would be very good at those games. No way, sirs. So, definitely, I don't think that's that big of a loss, even though I can't play them blind anymore and probably will not end up playing them either. But it's cool. Dante is a very fun guy. Certainly enough. Very funny. Very funny. I like the first game from what I saw. Second game is obviously not really horrific, but I still watch it because just to know everything, but it's pretty goddamn horrible. Third game and the fourth game are both good games, but I still kinda like the first game a lot too. I don't know why. The shadows and stuff. I can buy healing a little later. Oh, the theme song that would fit in here is the thing about the time has come and so have I. Yes, yes, that song from that goddamn one of the, it was Devil May Cry 4, right? With the time has come and so have I. The time has come. Yeah, that's weird. I still haven't watched the second one myself. Yeah, I don't recommend, to be honest. The second Devil May Cry is just absolutely horrible. I don't understand how it can fail in so many goddamn aspects. It's just horrific game. Enemies are all easy. It's the easiest Devil May Cry game, so even the enemies in the combat is just completely pathetic. The story is a complete goddamn mess. I don't understand what's going on. And then even Dante himself isn't himself. He isn't his old fun self. He's really goddamn serious. everything wrong. The only good thing is maybe the fact that there's a little bit more physics, as in hair can actually go like upside down when he's on the air. Wow, amazing. And the fact that his character design is okay. It looks cool enough. The character design. Wow, maybe 2 positives. And everything else is horrible. And I guess it improves in some combat aspects still from the first game that you can wall run and do stuff like that definitely you couldn't do in the first game, but it doesn't matter if the combat is so goddamn pathetic. So, yeah. And yeah, DMC2 is really bad. Yeah, I'm never gonna definitely play that game because it's just... it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Perfect for this side mission and game in general. Yep, that goddamn song. And yeah, Devil May Cry 4. Second DMC is easy as hell, but ridiculously boring, so you just shoot. Yeah. And they die. Yeah. You wanted to play Devil May Cry after you fell in love with Enslaved from the same developer, but never had the time. Don't know the Enslaved, but sounds interesting then. Must be interesting. But yeah, Devil May Cries have seemed like a nice ones. I haven't seen the last one yet, the 5th one, but I have watched the 1 to 4 games thus far. So at some point then the next one. But yeah, it's a cool game series for certainty. Especially because the Dante is indeed very personable, as in he has his very specific character, his fun and all that. So yeah, makes for a fun game then. But yeah, like I said, would be really difficult. I don't know how well I will do in the future if I try to play something like Bayonetta blind either. It's a little bit of those kind of games too, that there's gonna be a lot of fighting and all that. And what other games? Well, there's just so goddamn many games. It's gonna take me forever to just get through Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 as well. And those are on the list. And then I need to play Dead Space 2 soonishly at some point. Then I wanna play so many goddamn role-playing games. And then if I'm trying to do this work practice and everything and try to do some goddamn advent calendar games, I just don't. I don't think I would have ever had actually the time to go and play Devil May Cry, no matter how much they are cool games. Bayonetta is a little bit easier than most of the DMCs, still kinda hard. Yeah, at least it's a little bit easier then. But yeah, but I do think that I could try at least Bayonetta is just one game rather than a series of games, so... Yeah, Kira, it's okay, pats Kira on the shoulder, thank you for the pats. But yeah, it's just tough overall, the full fact of this work practice, having these 2 work practices, needing to have the 310 hours in 8 weeks. It's not that easy, especially if you get even a little bit sick, it's gonna be getting even tougher, so... Yeesh. Yeah, well, the second on the Switch I couldn't ever play, so yeah. That wouldn't be really successful for me to hope to play that game, but still, not that many games. DMCs, there's so many games after all. And it would have taken me forever to try to play through Devil May Cry 1 because it's a goddamn difficult game. So, would have taken a long time, and then Dante 3 and 4 would have taken a long time too, so yeah. Second one wouldn't have taken that long because it's a horrible game, but hey. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I always have the issue, anyways, of what the heck which game am I gonna play and all that, because there's so many games I wanna play through and there's so little time. And even if you have time, it's not like you can always be up to actually going and doing the recording and streaming and all that. But yeah, with him at least I have friendship. I went shopping out recently. I forgot to bring my password. What a disaster. But never mind that.
Yakuza!
Welcome to the investment fund.
Nani?
None. No. Yakuza, yes, you and your goddamn Yakuzus. Yes,
Nani?
let's contribute. You mean it's a set amount? Yeah. But yet, 1 yen! How small? 1 yen! 2 tiny inventions like that won't lead to any profit. What's the point? I kind of feel it's more leading to profit for you guys though than to me. Anyways. 10 million yen, okay? Fine. Good, well, we have it 10. So this is your contribution, 10 million yen. Are you ready to invest? Sure. Okay, now we're in business. I'll on call 15% commissions and the rest of them son. Hopefully we'll make a good use of it. 15%, is that all? You gave 10 million yen to start with. Aren't you taking a big loss? Oh, I'm not worried at all. The money will find its way back to me eventually. We were easily strong-armed. Yeah. If you say so. Next time I'll drop my commission to 10%. Come back when you have some money to burn in your a hole in your pocket and all that. Fine. I guess I'll come back and invest some other time. If I must. At least there's not the question marker anymore.
Whoa.
Done. Let's go and collect our cash from our businesses and then go and start training our beast style. Thankfully you're done with side missions. Yes sir, with Kiryu anyways, not with Majima, but with Kiryu. With Kiryu we're all done other than then just going and training our skills. And I do think that it's better for me to do it now rather than save it for even later. At least I've done most of the training too. Yeah, friendship is still something. Yeah. Hey, you. I know you. I thought that you went into Italy. You were David's Schumer. You are ... You are the mafia boss who took Kitajima's just junior to Europe. Yes. Kitashima and I were working together every day to create the #1 mushroom pasta in all of Europe. What's Kitashima up to now? He is still in Europe making mushrooms. That was fast. It hasn't even been in one night. The man's got talent. I see. Then what are you doing back in Kamurocho? Well, that's the thing. Kitashima has such a head for business that I've run out of things to do at work. ... Well, that's sad. It was your dream and now it's like I don't even have anything to do at work. That's like... well, I guess. It's one of his many clones. No. ... I asked Kitashima for some time off and came back here, back to where it all started. Kamurocho. He's your boss now? But I'm starting to get bored with playing tourist in Kamurocho by myself. I'm looking for excitement. Isn't there anything exciting going on? But yeah, if he's asking for time off from him, then I guess he is working for him instead. Now, that's kinda weird. I can't really think of anything unless... would you be interested in joining the security staff at my company? Security? Ah, that sounds like fun. Just what I need to get back to my killer instincts after making pasta all the time. Grazie, I accept your offer. I shall join your firm. Thanks. Hey, I have 8 security staff. It's very good security staff. I haven't tasted the blood of my enemies in a long while. I can't wait. You know I'm not asking for anything like that, right? Anyway, welcome aboard. Totally. Just haven't tasted the blood of his enemies for a while. Gotta taste that blood. All that money! Actually, I have no idea what this exactly means. Like... I I guess like it's doing really well if it's at least somewhat up and then these things are going down. I don't know. Maybe. It's kind of weird. For me. Hey, rank. Just a little bit more so that we can actually get it to the S rank.
ガンガン稼ぐぜ
Just making sure that we got everything in there.
ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ
Because there was that one in the electric skins area, I guess, that I did buy that. I think I have that also now done, but just making sure. Tripoli, yeah, it's done.
ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ
No, that's not what I wanted to
ガンガン
do.
稼ぐぜ
Zero is neutral, 1 is good, 2 is very good, -1 is bad. But like this thing, the arrow, can I tell from that exactly? It's just that -0 for this guy, I guess, -2. I guess it just goes from that, just takes that into account. And like for this guy, it's here 4 indeed, so it's really good right now. And then not. Okay. Okay, gotcha. 4 is really good, but I just now looked into this goddamn economy stuff, and this guy is now S rank safety for our zone. This, yeah, officer Kiryu S rank. No, not Kiryu, of course, but what the heck was Kikuchi? I was like, what the heck was the name? I didn't recall anymore all of a sudden. Okay, let's go out of that style so we can do our things a little bit better then. We are filthy rich on our way to 2 billion. Did you get the money? I did get some money. What do you mean by money? I did collect just a moment ago all the money and then I put money. Yeah, I'm quite certain I started to collect. If I didn't, then something is definitely wrong with me. Successfully guarded against attacks. It's difficult to choose sometimes what to take. Makes it less likely for attacks to send you flying when the heat gauge is a third part. Also reduces the damage you take even when thrown. Sure. Let's take that then. One more of those goddamn things, but yes, I'm quite certain I did start collections. Yes, all running. All are running. It happens. It's not like I never space out, so I understand, especially when watching me. Like, who doesn't space out sometimes? Absolutely. Would be surprising if no one did. Running very fast, yes. Jesus, that ability was expensive. Yeah, all the rest of the abilities almost that we can take are goddamn expensive. So, yeah, we'll need a lot of goddamn money to get all of those. Lots of goddamn money. And who's got the money for all of that scheisse? Yeah, This is the right place for me to go in.
なんだ
What did I need to do? I forgot again some of those abilities that we did with the Scotland beat style. It's so annoying sometimes you just completely forget what the heck you were supposed to do. Not that. Dual stab. Don't think I have stabs. Those picked up the ball near enemy. Okay. Holding a hammer, heavy weapon. That's really indeed the heavy weapon. I did see that once. When you've decided you can't take any more, this was like, yeah, I had to guard then both of those things. Near a fallen enemy beside a wall. Interesting. I wanna see that. I haven't seen that. Near a fallen enemy besides a wall. Near stunned enemies, I think I've seen that at least. That I have seen. Okay, so, but this definitely I haven't seen. Near a fallen enemy beside a wall. You get a fallen enemy, have enough heal. Okay, well, wasn't that special, but hey, at least I saw something a little bit different. I haven't seen that one before. What do you mean especially when watching you? Well, obviously not, just that. Especially when watching me, obviously. That's gonna happen. And got him. I'm just like trying to look and see where was the goddamn taxis on this map, but I found it was the one row up. Good. Close enough. Wow, I didn't even manage to face that guy at all. Fine, I'll save this person. Intervene. Someone wants to be a hero, you'll regret this. That was quite some attack. Get up. Oh well. Got him. Got him really good. We did show those laughs for sure. We did show him. I would like to go to the pyre. Very well, sir. Very well. You teach me, master. Ah, Kiryu. Ready to go peace mode? Already in it, lady. Yeah, sounds good. Training? Is there anything in training? Which training would you like to take on? Haven't I done the trainings? Have I not? Not certain. But jobs at least. Definitely haven't done, of course. I don't have any jobs for you yet. Keep honing your skills. Okay, through training, fine. Maybe I can just take probably then the 3 first. Maybe I've done. Let's try the number 4. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Let's get started then. Into the enclosure. Yeah, I need to do enough training to get a job. Yeah, I know that the jobs definitely give me a thing, but... Wow. Aw. That's annoying to have to be dealing with that situation like that. Kiddo, you're trying out the football soccer team. Yeah. Nice try, but trying isn't always going to cut it, huh? The key to doing this training well is to pick up junk as you attack the mannequins. You'll run out of time if you try to break them separately. Perform... yeah. So, do I have to do that again? It's like that wasn't good enough of a try. Is that it? I guess, maybe. But it's kind of weird. Because, like, I did destroy a couple of them really easily at the start. But... 3 mil. Okay. Can I break that goddamn box? That's 60. At least. God damn it. What the heck is going on with you? Why can't you pick up a box? Not enough again. Some of you find boxes with a lot of money. Some or just find boxes. Maybe try charging on them that can... Make sure you destroy some boxes without attacking the enemies, otherwise you won't get the target. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like the stupid boxes break. So it's really annoying. The box was stuck with the mannequin. Yeah, it was, so it was really... Ah, not that one. No. I'm sure that I've done at least the previous ones. Yeah, I guess I just gotta be making sure that I get enough of those stupid boxes, but it's kind of annoying. Like, just money is the thing to get. I'll just pick up a box and try hitting it against the wall, I guess. I don't remember. Yeah. Guess so. I would like to still get at least this goddamn shooter soon, so I don't have to deal with them. Okay, now that at least broke. Oh god, that box doesn't want to break. My god, that's so annoying when they don't break. Maybe that's gonna be enough if I just get there to actually kill this guy still. Okay, that at least was enough to get that guy killed. Alright, finally. I just know it was a long training, the longest by far. But yeah, that took annoying time to just kill the boxes, to destroy boxes. Not bad, you're getting the hang of more aggressive fighting style. Here's a little something for you, take it. That's a brand drink. Come back. Ah, Kiryu, going back to beast mode? Sounds good. Any jobs? Okay, fine, more training then. As you wish, Miss Tatsu. Okay, well, I guess I need to go through all of these, maybe. I don't know how that works. Mayhaps I didn't do it well enough indeed. And it's not like I can remember for sure if I've done this or not. It's a problem that like difficult to remember exactly which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done. Yeah, he got that at least. God damn it. That box didn't want to get destroyed. Stupid box. Okay, that's definitely enough. That should definitely be enough. I think it's easier to break the boxes by punching them rather than picking them up. Maybe, I don't know. Not bad, you're getting the hang of the more aggressive fighting style. Here's a little something for you, take it. Come back whenever if you feel like more training. Ah, Kiryu. I have another job for you to do. You up for it? Yeah. I'll tell you who's up next. The target's known as Tomoto the Runaway. He has this nasty tendency to hop on a boat or a plane when his debtors call. He's been on the run from collectors for 20 years now. Miss Tatsu, why does it have to be me? This one's got my name written all over it. He'd see me coming from a mile away and be halfway to some remote jungle by the time I got there. It's gotta be you. I get it. Remember, this is life and death for him, so don't go getting yourself killed. You ready for this? Yeah? Yeah, I'm ready. Alright, go handle some business then. Business.
Oi.
You are Tomoto the Runaway, right? Yeah, what's this to you? You better have a damn good reason for bothering me. I came on behalf of Miss Tatsu. I'm here to get back the money you owe. On her behalf? She got a cold or something?
Yeah.
None of your business. Hurry up and hand over the money. Damn it, that bitch must have a sixth sense just when I had the muscle all ready to take care of her. Well, hey, Come teach this buff the amateur not to stick his nose where it don't belong. Yeah, I gotta take him on, eh? So what do I gotta do? I guess it's just battle, and that's it. Have a share, or sofa rather. Well, wasn't too tough. As in, not tough at all. I got the money back. Good to see you back in one piece. Well done. Did that flighty bastard have anything tucked in his panties for me? Yeah, he hired some muscle to rough you up, but I took them out. So that was his plan? I was thinking I had a bullet with my name on it. If I'd known that, I would have gone and wiped the floor with him myself.
Nani?
A bullet. Hey, that sounds more dangerous than you let on. What? You don't have the balls to stand up to someone back in here? Don't tell me you're a crybaby. Huh. You're pretty ballsy too, to think you can pull that kind of shit. Maybe I'll ask for your help again if something comes up. You know where to find me. Yay. You learned the iron fortitude skill. Whatever that is. What is iron fortitude then? What was exactly that in here? It's gotta be some spot. This one. Boost your defense while performing a resist card. Always in effect. Sure. Alrighty. That awkward taxi driver in the background, just go home. Yeah, just hanging out there, just hanging out. Yeah, she sent us to get shot. Probably gonna happen someday. Here. Okay, let me have some more of your goddamn training. Number 5. 3.5. Yes, alright. How you mean to hit them, because I don't seem to be able to just hit them, just like hit. God damn, break already, you bastard box. My god. Fine. My god, they really don't break. Definitely feel I need to have this box at least opened up. Enough. It is enough. Just went quite close to the that area. That might not have worked out anymore. Not bad. You're getting the hang of the more aggressive fighting style. Yeah. At least I'm getting a lot of dark brown things. Ah, Kiryu, ready to go beast mode. Got any more jobs? Aye. So, do I need to do something again? Did I not do good enough a job? Other training? Which training would you like to take on? Ah, number 6. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so 4 something I needed to get at least. Was it 4.5 or was it exactly 4? Finally that at least pro. This isn't really important box anymore, but I'm just bringing it into here because of stupidity. Really. And definitely need to like prioritize these really big boxes. That's absolutely the case. That's at least also when you break a small box like that, close to a big box, it definitely helps when you're about to be kicking it and stuff. I basically have enough, but I guess I'll try if I can get even more, because why not? Yeah, see? That way. Almost everything. Well, the freaking battle wield. Yeah, I forgot punching near items, picks them up. Something else you can do, though, is let the gun guy shoot the box you picked up. Ah, alrighty. But at least that worked out still too. Some more jobs. Okay, you all ready? Yeah? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. I'll tell you who's up next. The target is a guy called Scowling Jinjiro. He owns a cosmetic company that uses high-pressure sales tactics. I heard he has ties to a Yakuza group though, so I've been putting off dealing with him. So he's a front to the Yakuza. Probably fell behind his payments to them, so had to take out a loan. Think so? Sounds like you know a thing or two about those Yakuza smooch. I'll leave it to you then. Got it. Just so you know, this guy won't be fooling around. If you mess up, you could get yourself killed. You ready for this? Yep. High pressure shields tactics, huh? And thank you for the good jobs. I like Mistatsu and the team that plays during this training, but the training itself is a bit too long in my opinion, especially since we need to do 2 trains per ability. And definitely I would agree on that. I absolutely would agree on that. It's not like you do almost anything in these trainings, just try to destroy boxes for money. Like, if it was the other way around, that you just try to destroy the mannequins in a certain amount of time, I kind of would be a little bit more into it, but just having to just make sure you get enough boxes is a bit like a meh. So, oh well. Technically 3 things even, yeah, considering the job. But at least the job has some talks and stuff. Yeah, I'm ready. Alright, do your thing then. I'll be here. Okay.
Oi.
You Skull and Ginger, I'm here on behalf of Miss Tatsu, dying to pay up what you owe in full.
Oh?
Miss Tatsu sent her untelling, huh? You even know what you're getting yourself into? Of course. Guess you don't know my reputation. I got a full lot of muscle backing me up, so you'd better make your exit. You think that's going to scare a debt collector? What kind of muscle do you have? Let's see it. The Doshio clan? Who else? Yeah, which family?
Oh?
Family? No, like I said, I got the Dojo clan backing me up. You're in with the Dojo headquarters. That's right. That's what I mean. You're going to give me the respect I deserve now. I think you're just saying that and you don't actually have anything. But everyone is just afraid of Dojo clan and then just like, we can't take this guy on. That's my guess.
Yeah.
You're lying through your teeth.
Oh?
How did you know? What's the point of pretending you're a logic business if you tell people you're a front for the Yakuza? The real Yakuza front would never be so stupid. And let's say they were that stupid. ... The Dojo clan would bring the hammer down on those fools. Fast. No way Dojo headquarters would support someone that dumb, even I can work that out. Shut the fuck up. Sounds like you need a hole in your side, and I'll be happy to oblige. How about no? Right, yes. What is the weapon you even have is my question. Again, I'm never ready when I should be ready to do the cues. Never. Well, I don't have any idea what he had, but... I think he's using a syringe. Or was using a syringe. The debt collected. The debts collected. Oh, well done. I knew I could count on you. Kiryu, why are you glistening like a car parked under a bird's nest? The guy threw some kind of slimy liquid all over the floor. I know that smell. I guess cosmetics aren't the only way he makes a living. You can tell from the smell. What? You don't recognize it? No, but it does smell familiar now that you mention it. Oh, well, not my place to tell you. You're a guy. You'll figure it out. Just make sure you disinfect after you wash, okay? Should this somehow be more familiar smell to a guy? He's probably wanted to vaccinate you against COVID. Are you anti-vaccinator, kiddo? Definitely. Totally. What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What is this thing that he was trying to inject us in with, basically? Considering he was using a syringe with something. And it's apparently a familiar smell that she apparently recognizes and, oh well, it's not my place to tell, but you're a guy, so you'll figure it out. I'm not a guy, so you guys figure it out for me, okay? Tell me, what was it? Do tell. Okay. ... Maybe I'll ask for your help again sometime. You know where to find me. You got the money. And crashing hammer or something. I have no clue. Oh, you're not a real man. If you can't figure that out. Clearly, a man should know. Crushing hammer. A debilitating strike unleashed from the resist card stance. Then when attacked. Okay. remain silent. I guess not. Well, no one here is clearly then. I'm not a real man either, after all. I'm not a man at all. Well, I am sort of, if we talk about a woman. Woman still has a man in it. Doesn't make me a real man, though. Still. Human. Human is also man, so not a real human, maybe. Maybe so. Maybe that's it. Well, Kiryu didn't figure it out. Yeah, Kiryu isn't a real man either. He's just a fiction of imagination, after all, in all honesty. And he's a real man as he's as real of a man as there can be. If he was real, then he was a real man. But he's not actually a real man. So it's not for a girl to judge. But he's not actually a real man. He's a figment of imagination. Be or Tatsu. That's why he's also an imaginary woman. She ain't real, man. She ain't a man. Nor a woman. Or a real one. At that, I'm going into very strange talks. I just would like to know what the heck is the right answer to that. The only thing that comes into my mind would be bodily fluids overall, but why? Why would that somehow be something that she's so recognizing? Kiryu is real! Is Kiryu real? What is real? What is not? Maybe nothing is real at all. But I guess I gotta do some more trading. Five. According to Reddit, perhaps loop. Maybe it was some sort of loop. Maybe. How do we know Kide is real? Maybe it's someone using a voice modulator. No, but I'm a computer program. That was the thing, at least, that we figured out a long time ago, that I'm not actually real. I'm a computer program, so... Because after all, there's no girls in the internet, so, you know, I can't really be the real thing, you know? So... I'm a computer program. But why in a syringe? In a syringe. Yeah, that's a great thing. So... Maybe loop, yeah? Haha, on the same page as Reddit Flame. So you're in the same place. No, that was what came to my mind at the beginning. I was thinking something into that direction, indeed with the bodily fluid maybe, but I didn't have any idea really what it would be. So it didn't make, I didn't say it doesn't make much sense. Yeah, none of the answers really that would come into my mind, or not even come into my mind, wouldn't make really any sense. So I don't really get it, but whatever. Let's continue with the training anyways. Be we real or not? Maybe something like that. God damn it. Can't even get these goddamn things from here. I guess I should have at least. My god. Well, finally that one box broke, I guess. My god, I hate it. Oh my god, just pick up that stupid box. That's the worst thing when I just like... But I guess I should just do it like that then, rather than the other way around. Oh my god, I hate that so goddamn much. I hate it so goddamn much. I hate it! So goddamn annoying. It's so goddamn annoying, at least that thing broke. I'm all doing it for just the money basically anyways, after all. My god, I hate all these stupid guns. It's the thing that the really valuable boxes are in the middle, so you come here for obvious reasons. Okay, finally at least they broke because I'm just falling over with them. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm sure that this was like supposed to be like. My god, I hate especially that guy over there who is doing all of that stuff. But like, how do I just stop him? Because he's all the time doing that goddamn shooting. I hate him so much. I hate you. If only I could have destroyed him, but it's really difficult to destroy him. Okay, I guess I really just gotta go fast. And then he goddamn this gets destroyed so goddamn easily. Well, at least we definitely got the goddamn money. If it was some sort of a truck like Viagra or something in liquid form, she shouldn't recognize the smell either, so computer programmed Twitch streamer automation. Automation really is doing everything now. Yeah, definitely. Though there is one bad thing about that, or that doesn't really make sense. Like it was, I should be really stopped. If I was a program for Twitch automated streamer, then surely they would go ahead and stop me soon, because I'm not really earning a lot of profit for them, right? So I don't really know what's the point of keeping me up. So, you know. Like Avina in Mass Effect, please say, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. So we can compare the voices. There you have it. But yeah, I have no idea what the heck that syringe stuff was. No idea. At least he didn't inject anything to us, so hey, I guess that's something. How many times can we survive getting shot? A lot of times. All the times, like Chuck Norris. Bullets are just pebbles in video games, and it's a cutscene. Yeah, you survive my typing. Your typing is good. Not bad. You're getting the hang of more aggressive fighting style. Here's a little something for you. Take it. I think I didn't do the other training though yet. Right, so one more training to do. Yeah, it's alright. What am I supposed to say about that anyways? I would have so loved if I could have just hit him straight up. Because I hate this thing, especially so. Because these things are no danger. It's just the one thing that was dangerous, or those couple of shooters. The other stuff, not dangerous at all. So it's fine. Good if I had some of those smaller boxes here, but I don't at the moment, so I guess I'll just try to hit them over there or something. God damn it. That's not what I wanted to happen. Yes, at least some more broke there, and I definitely have already the cash, so Let me just break this goddamn things then. Mannequins. Yay. It's done. One more training done. Yeah, I should be guarding sometimes. I just never do it. You can charge while holding some items that makes it faster, and I think you guard while they fire. You can withstand the shot. I think so. At least I have a memory of doing shit like that. Yeah, it would make sense. Before I can teach you more, you need to get shot 1,000,000 times by a submachine gun. Yes, 9 billion even. Which that? Yeah. My goodness. All right. Let's go for the next job, Miss Tatsu. Okay, you're ready. Yep, let's do this. Scheisse. Yeah, let's do this. I'll tell you what's up next. The target is a guy called Kinshi, the antique Yakuza. He looks like a sorry wet rag, but when he gets pissed, he kind of hulks out. What pisses him off? Oh, well, breaking pieces in his antique collection. I guess they must mean a lot to him, so he flies into a rage. His face gets so red he goes supernova. He's actually one of the only people I failed to recover money from before. Sounds like a real pain. Listen, Kiryu, make sure you don't get him angry. Collecting the debt will be the least of your troubles if that happens. Got it. I'll do my best. So, we're gonna fight in the antique shop where we have to be careful not to get him angry by destroying all his stuff. I'm kind of wanting to see how that would look like if we did. I don't know if it's a good idea to destroy antiques just in general. No, I wouldn't wanna do that in real life for sure, so... Okay, go do your thing. I shouldn't have to tell you to be careful, right? Your life's on the line here. You ready for this? Sure. Yeah, I'm ready. Alright, break a leg, as long as it's not one of his damn collectibles. Sounds like a deal. That's a lot of vases.
Oh?
Just having them all there behind, just not even nicely like that you could see them anywhere nicely and all that, just all there. Who might you be? I take it you're Kinshi the antique Yakuza. I'm here on Miss Tatsu's behalf. Now be a good man and pay up.
Oh?
You here flung it then, huh? You're here flung it then, huh? Well, good for you. I have your money ready in a few. You're actually going to pay. That does make things easier. No, are you taking a hit? I mean, come back in a few days. What? That's big talk for someone in your position. I'm not here to play games. Pay up now. Hey, no need to puff up your chest. I'm busy here, so you can pee on your way. Hey, show him to the door. Kinji-san told you to leave. You better listen or I'm going to rearrange your face. Huh. How about you back off instead? Otherwise you'll be the one with an eye hanging on your nose. Out of your nose. Motherfucker, you gonna regret this. How very open eyes. There is quite a few vases over here, so gotta be careful with this style. I guess I did destroy some of his antique even though I didn't try to, but I guess I must have. Well, he himself destroyed one of his antiques now at the very least. He went down easily enough at the very end. I didn't destroy much of his stuff. The depths collected. Excellent work. Did you manage to pull it off without Kinshi flying off the handle?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't happening. He was fuming after I smashed up his collection. I didn't smash much though. I smashed extremely little. It's the thing though, when I'm trying to grab an opponent and then I grab an item, it's like, well, I was actually trying to grab the opponent, not one of the items. So you gotta ask yourself, oh wow, if you still managed to collect after that, I guess I've told you all you need to know. Where does she get all those mannequins? It's kinda creepy. Yeah, I don't know. Probably from some creepy old horror house, horror home. Those can have some creepy mannequins all over the place. Silent Hill, yeah. Just like I said, creepy place.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't know that there would be some in Silent Hill, but apparently from there then, clearly. I'm not done here yet. I get the feeling there's still more I can learn. Well, I'm pleased to hear that. I do have a few other training sessions I could whip up for you. I may ask you to help if someone else comes up. You know where to find me. Yay, money. Essence of the Beast wall pin heat action, so... how's that then? Wall pin... if I remembered exactly where... all of this goddamn masteries were. Wall pin. Pin an enemy against a wall with a large weapon in a simple but deadly attack. Only works with weapons lighter than motorcycles, so facing wall while carrying a large weapon. Okay. We'll see. Pink. What pink? Yeah, that is a... so all the masteries are pink. Okay, I gotcha. I was just being stupid. Stupid me. Extremely stupid. Me's very stupid, you know. Didn't you know that from before? Ah, Kiryu. So, more training. I guess it's like 9 and 10 then. Yeah. Of course it would be. Ay. More freaking training. What the heck happened to that box? No, not that way. You went the wrong way, you stupid box. Whatever. Probably wasted so much time before, because yeah, now it's like difficult to get there anymore. Get money, yeah, but like actually to destroy these things, in fast enough of a time would be extremely difficult. And I all the time forget how the heck I was supposed to do the charging. I really don't remember how to do the charging. Okay, made it barely. Wee, Gundude is an asshole. Gundude is extreme asshole. Not bad, you're getting the hang of more aggressive styles and all that. More good than that's a brand drinks. Yeah, last training. Woo, good job, thank you. Barely did it. But I was feeling that if I just get one of those gunmen out, then I can at least concentrate in just destroying boxes in one area first and then go forward. It's just a mannequin. Yeah. But it's still a Gundude mannequin. Even if it would be a mannequin, it's still with a gun. What's the difference? Mannequins are people too. With feelings and stuff. Clearly. That's a shooting gun. It is shooting a gun indeed. I wanna get back to these red boxes. Obviously now I need to get there to kill this guy first, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain in the ass. That's not gonna do it. I just need to go close. Otherwise it's not gonna do it. That's just a fact of the matter. Okay, I guess I'll leave that there and then I'll just try to go and destroy some stuff here. Or try to anyways. How the heck am I gonna get enough cash though, is my question. Like, just need to get somehow, like, really easily all of these boxes in a short amount of time. I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. Would really need to be able to break these goddamn things. Did I do it? I think I'm missing like 2k. I think it was 14k that I needed. Yeah. No, I guess I did it barely. I guess it was exactly 12k I needed, right? I guess it was then that I barely did it. Although I'm barely. How that behavior explained in a lore? I don't know. I played the proper lore explanations. Welcome to Yakuza. Enjoy your stay. Yeah. Okay, you all ready? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, let's see who's up next. ... You're talking is the guy they call Hiroi, the Death King. From what I hear, he's a tricky shit. What's his deal? He looks like a lightweight, but he knows for stealing from debt collectors. He's known for stealing from debt collectors. No one's ever got their money back from him. He takes from debt collectors? That's a ballsy move. You are not kidding. Some collectors his fleas have had to go into debt themselves just to make ends meet. Why aren't you going? I just got a call about some new business. The client's meeting me in a bit, so I need you to take care of this guy on your own. I see. You better brace yourself. Don't forget, if things go south, you could end up getting killed. You ready for this? Yeah, of course. Welcome to Presidium. Enjoy your stay. So mannequins are get basically. Of course, yes, sure. I'm ready. Alright, I'm looking forward to good news when you get back. Sure thing. Sure thing. Huh, who the hell are you? I'm guessing you're not Hiroi the Depth King, are you? I heard he was more of a lightweight. Where's Hiroi at? Heh, he's taking some time out of his hobby. You won't find him here. Yeah, then I'm done here. See ya.
Joe.
Hey, wait. You're the guy working with that pretty little Miss Tatsu, aren't you?
何
What? Heh, thought so. Then Hiroi won't want you interrupting his personal time. You stay put. Okay. Shifty-eyed man. Okay. Oh shit, creep alert. Well, ooh. ...
おい
Hey, I need some info before you black out. What did you mean by interrupting Hiro's personal time? Where is he? Hiro loves stealing money off debt collectors. I already know that, so where did he go? Your hideout is taught at the Empire, right? Hiro had his eye on Miss Tatsu for a while now. He's been looking forward to slapping her around a bit and crapping her crash.
何
What? I bet he's having the time of his life. You're probably too late. Miss Tatsu is in danger. I'd better get back to the Empire quick. My god, that Miss Tatsu is so much in danger. I wonder if we actually will save her or if she is the victor. No, she isn't the victor. That's sad. Miss Tatsu, you alright? So that was the client she was meeting. Makes sense. Kiryu, I was hoping you'd show. You messed up big time. You're the one they called Hiro, the Depth King. And that guy's just finishing in the background, giving no fucks, fishing even, yes. Yeah, what a champ. She just likes fishing. Just, why would he be bothered by some fighting in here? Why is it a giant shakedown to some much bigger? True as well, that thing. That's right, and I was just getting to the best part. Why did you have to go and spoil my fun? You little... ... Miss Tatsu earned her reputation and the desperation on her face while I used her as a punching bag. Why? ... I'll remember the thrill for the rest of my life. She can take quite a beating, I can tell. Her punches pack some power, but she couldn't land a blow on me. I was all ready for the grand finale. Shame you had to show up.
Huh?
You're done talking. You done talking? It's past time to tell you a new one. You think you can take me on? You're her lackey, aren't you? You don't stand a chance against me. Wanna bet? You just got lucky. I'll show you how Miss Tatsu style freaks punks like you. Ha! Now you got me curious. And this I've got to see. I'm going to enjoy pulverizing you too. I've taken all the money back. The money you owe and whatever you took from Miss Tatsu. Yes! Collect the debt. Have a bike. Have a box too. Yeah, now finally I punched. Aw, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to try to actually use it against him, but oh well, went okay enough. He did hit me a little bit, but not too much. I'm gonna catch me a mackerel. No fights or anything. No sir. No sir-wee. Perfect environment for this kind of a thing. Ah, where the hell did you learn to fight like that? Miss Such got nothing on you. I told you beating Miss Such was just a fluke. If you can't even deal with me, you're no match for her. If you say so. What are you going to do with me? Well, we are at the pyre and plenty of oil drums around. You get the picture.
Eh?
You're joking, right? You've been watching too many movies. I can't even swim. Even if you could, you won't get far in one of those. It's a one-way trip to the bottom. But I'm sorry, okay? I'll do whatever you ask. Just let me leave. Too late. You picked the wrong people to mess with. Now get in the trump. Trump. ... Miss Tacho is coming back. That's enough, Kiryu. You okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. Still a bit croaky though. So, Hiroya. Yeah. You just said you'd do whatever we asked to save yourself, right? I did. And you're a man of your word. Sure. Then you're going to give back all the money you've taken from the debt collectors.
Eh?
What? But that's hundreds of millions of yen. And besides that, I've already spent it. You going back on your word? No. Then get out of here. We know where to find you, so don't even think about skipping town. Got it. And another warning before you go. Yeah?
Huh?
You lay a finger on Miss Tatsuken and I'll make sure the witch are gnawing those fingers off before the sun sets. You got that? Loud and clear. Never killed anyone, ever. Of course not. Why would we ever kill anyone? Never, ever. Hero the Debt King must be one of the 5 billionaires that went bust. Yes, totally. You're a lifesaver, Kiryu. I don't know how to thank you.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it. I'm the one who should be grateful for all the training you've given me. Thanks. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything more I can teach you. You've proven you are strong enough already. Couldn't have done it without you, Miss Tatsu. I'll stop by whenever I need to brush up. Sure things. I'll make sure I'm ready for you. Great. Yay! You learned the essence of the beast, overrun, heat action. You know, Miss Tatsu, in this world we get money by punching people in various body parts. So just tie him up and to some lamppost and keep punching until you get 100 million. The problem solved. That's true. That's how it does work, so shouldn't be very difficult indeed. Tear through a group of enemies when your health is full, knocking them back with enormous power. So just punch, and then that for near 4+ enemies, third hit bar. Interesting. Yes. What was the place I wanted to go? Maybe this. But okay, I guess that's pretty much sums up what we needed to do here before we could be going and continuing and actually returning to Majima before maybe I have completely 100% forgotten exactly everything possible about about how Machima's business worked. Then we have to go and play through Machima's business still. Not that there was that much to do. We did most of Machima's business after all already. There's a lot of discussions with the girls and all, but at least Kiryu's in a good place, so hey, that's not too bad. Kiryu's in a much good place now with those, so there's mostly the story and then random stuff we wanna do, basically. Yeah, we can do a little bit of dancing, but on the other hand, I was indeed wondering if I should save that like after game stuff, at least not interrupt the story with dancing most likely, probably. Today, I don't know, my brain doesn't feel like I would be up to doing the dancing right now. Otherwise I could consider it, but right now it just doesn't feel like I could be doing it very well. Video boy. There you are, Mafia boss. I'll show you the depths of the Mafia power. Dead to those who get in our way. Uh-huh. Sure, dude. Sure. You can come here then, Electric Kings. Oh yeah, and I have to still upgrade this one goddamn place. Someday it's gonna get done. Very much. Not for a while, but one day.
頼んだぜ。お前に任せた。ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ。
はい。
頼んだぜ。お前に任せた。ガンガン稼ぐぜ。
Like wondering, who do I wanna put into here? You do have one really good day, I guess. Most of the time we're really bad though, but Leon Kato, but I guess you'll do. Okay. Okay. So that's all good and cool. Let's see. Beast mode. What shall I do next? What's this then? Tortoise sprint. Successfully guarding against attacks will cause the hit cost to rise. However, it will only fill up to the second part. Enter a card stance at the same time as an attack to take no damage. Interesting. Could be nice, but I can only do it with the third heat bar anyway, so I don't know how good I would be with that. Cyclone Sling. Evade the crab and lift up an enemy, twirling them around before sending them flying with a spectacular throw. So, is it only in a situation where an enemy would try to grab me? Or not? Hello, Skunk Pepper. Welcome to stream for you. I hope your weekend has been a good one. What then? I guess I could do this. If you start a battle with a weapon attack that sends the enemy flying. Not that that's most likely to happen very often, but hey, at least we're getting close to having all of these goddamn abilities. It's been taking a while though. Definitely just a little while. Just a teeny tiny bit of a time. Let me look into the map. I was like, why doesn't this come up? Took a while. But yeah, there's nothing else in the moment in there with the Vincent place either. Of course I can eat and drink a lot more drinks in a lot of different places, which is something we can do, of course, whenever we want. But otherwise, yeah, pretty much done, I think. Why is this actually so blue? Bar frequented by Nishiki. Actually, even if I'm not up to doing disco dancing right now, I guess we could do for a little bit of karaoke. There are some really nice songs with karaoke after all, so why not? Karaoke is fun, at the very least. Of course, there was also that one game at least that we have here that our Majima cannot ever do. Mahjong never even freaking played thus far. That's where the disco is. I wonder, should I try? I'm not into wanting to try to do the game right now though. Maybe at some point then we will try to have a day indeed. Either at the end of the game, or maybe we can have some break at some point. I don't know. To try to play those games, but probably then at the end of the game. That sounds like a logical one. To do it at the end. Gambling is also available. It was fun. Some of it, yeah, was fun. Some of it less fun. With the money gun, we need to keep exchanging money between Majima and Kiryu, so we can't continue until Majima takes your money and gives you his and repeat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it feels like that. I'm at least glad that I already gave him some money, so that Majima then can't take that stupid money and all that. You don't want to play Mahjong when you're already stressed. Yeah, no, not necessarily, not necessarily. Singing, on the other hand, can be fun. Now, tell me, who shall we invite? What song from Fu do you want to hear? As in, of course, they will be singing the song they are gonna sing, but is it going to be Riku, Ayaka, or Haruki? Who do we invite to join us today in the singing of karaokes? Who shall it be? I guess we could do maybe invite two of the girls, so you guys decide who two shall we invite today, and that's about it. Then we can sing as ourselves the Judgment and Bakugai. Bakumitai? Was it like that? Something like that. Haruki and Riku. You don't remember any of this? What was the last time you guys see Majima? I never saw him on Kida's stream. It was a while ago. Ayaka. Well, I think Haruki and Riku have been with us last time around both, so I do think that it makes sense to at least call Ayaka. But then you guys make up your mind. Is it gonna be the second girl, Riku or Haruki? Just for the reason that indeed Ayaka has been with us the least. So let's invite her right now then. For that reason. And then we'll invite someone else. But I'm not sure which one. Hi! Ready for some singing? Yep! Let's go. Let's sing. The songs of our people. You first. So, you like karaoke? Alright, I'll sing you Heartbreak Mermaid. Sure a thing. Lively interjections, of course. The song of our people, yes indeed.
Go, go, go! Hey, 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 hey!
Aw, I missed. It's sometimes that you can't predict when it's gonna go really fast all of a sudden.
Oi, 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 moshi moshi! Go, go, moshi moshi! ベルにくれたおいおいおい愛してるイケイケだぜじゃんじゃんチャッチャラッチャラじゃんじゃんチャッチャラッチャラ寂しいじゃんじゃんチャッチャラッチャラじゃんじゃんチャッチャラッチャラディンディン break my maid.
Too many mistakes. Still good, but too many mistakes to be getting the top score for sure. 90 something, 93. Roots of Loften, Hakuri. I always vote for Haruki. Haruki, Hakuri. Hakuri or Haruki. You're writing it Hakuri and then Haruki. Yeah, and it was a while ago we decided to finish Kiryu's business this chapter, which is a long time. Besides, after all, we had played part of Kiryu's business before, but it wasn't that much. Where were we exactly? I think we had taken over the Electronic King's area, but then we had to take all of the Pleasure King, the Media King, of course, the Gambling King. No, the Electronic Kings was this time too, right? So we only had taken the Leisure King guy's area before, completely over, I think, and started to buy some other stuff. Oh, do you know who I mean? Maybe. Total score 93 points. That's what I call singing. You outdid the original singer. With your awesome support, it was a piece of cake. How about you do the next song? I'd like to hear you sing. Sure. Oh, I can't wait. Let's go Bakamitai first. The high score is 92. We'll see how I shall do with the Bakamitai today.
I sing for you.
Thank you, Kiryu.
バカみたい
Ah, miss already.
子供なのね夢を追って傷ついて嘘が下手なくせに笑えない笑顔を見せた I love you もろくに言わない口下手でほんまに不器用
Miss another one.
なのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだね
God damn it.
ダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ
No.
強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい
Bakamitai. Indeed, Bakamitai. I arrived around Electric King's battle, so it was after last Majima Kiryu switch. Yes, it was pretty little time after that, or just a little while earlier that I had done the switch though, definitely. A little bit before that. I think 88 only. God damn, I failed today. So much in Bakamitai. Yeah, it was okay. You sing so well, I quite liked it. Yeah, thanks. It sucked. It was less than 90 even. I've just failed a lot of little things. I had a great time. You did good at the karaoke, thanks. I'll be waiting. Yes, okay, someday. Haruki. You shall be called. Here I am. Let's get the party started. Okay. Let's do this. It's so cool we can do karaoke together. Let me sing Roach of Love. It's really popular these days, you know? Sure a ding.
赤く染めるぜルージュオブラブイェイイェイイェイふわふわふわふわカモンベイベーおい大好きふうゴーゴーゴーゴーゴーゴープリティフェイスはいはい俺もゴミのような存在怯えてる唇を
That's too early.
オールジョブラオールジョブラ Can't take my heart 自由にオールジョブラオールジョブラ Can't take my heart 心にルージュオブラブ
Not bad, but more mistakes than I've liked. Especially at that one point, just missed some stupid stuff.
ララララララルージュオブラブ
Some stupid mistake. It's really popular and it's the only song I know, pretty much. 97. If only I could one day get 100s for some of these things. 2 mistakes, 3 bad, 4 good. I want perfect score. That's what I call singing. You did the original singer. 97, yep. It was so easy with your enthusiastic support. It's great singing with you. And now, would you like to sing a song? Come on, it'll be fun. Sure. We shall do so. Great, can't wait. Judgment. Shinban. Judgment lizard, who's? I know one other judgment that is also a lizard. Sadly, this voice isn't nearly as cool. Oh, his voice isn't nearly as cool. How sad. How sad that it's not as cool, but not the top score, I don't think. I got a little bit higher before from judging. I think I did pretty good. That was an amazing performance. I got so caught up in the song that I forgot where I was. Good to know someone likes my singing. Judgment Lizard? Who's? That seemed logical considering he is the dragon of Doshima after all. Dragon is kind of a lizard. That so brings into my mind my stupid book idea back as a teenager. So brings back memories. Saten who knows what I'm talking about. Like, I made the idea that dragons are stupid in that idea of a world which I would be talking about. Dragons are stupid, but they fly and they can breathe fire and all that, but they're really stupid. But there are lizards that really are envious about that they can fly and breathe fire and all, but they're really intelligent, so they make like flamethrowers into their mouth that they can just press with with their teeth so that they can also breathe fire, so to speak, and that crafted themselves the wings to be able to fly and all that. That wasn't really a good idea otherwise how the story would go, but that was something in that world for that specific one. I love those lizards of yours. But yes, that was my idea. That's hilarious. But it makes sense well enough. Makes sense. But yeah, I don't know how I would have exactly used them somewhere. Would they just be the race somewhere and then like someone would meet them up or something? But yeah, that was an idea. And now talking about a lizard and thinking that he's a dragon and all. Are they gold-blooded? Mayhaps so. But yeah, I think it's a fun enough a little idea. Do they kill the dragons with their flamethrowers? Maybe that could have been the idea. They want to go and extinct all the dragons so that they can become the lords of the skies. Not just born with those sort of things to be just ready, but they have crafted themselves to be the masters of the air rather than the stupid dragons that just are like animals. That's definitely makes sense. You're a karaoke star. I've never had this much fun at karaoke before. Glad you enjoyed it. I'll be in touch. Okay, until next time. But yeah, I don't remember what the story with... I think they were just part of the world that I was thinking and creating, rather than being the center of the story. The Great Lizard Wars, Viva la Revolution. Yes, indeed, dragons are overrated after all. Overrated dragons. But yeah, talking about lizards and dragons and everything just came into my mind. I wonder what age I was when I thought about that. I guess a little bit later, because first it was more of a generic world. Well, one of the main characters would have been a goblin named Goro. I don't remember the sure name, but Goro, the goblin, that really became way more than just a little goblin. Like, he was originally just a normal goblin, but they worshipped the goblin god, who always sleeps and trying to pray for such a god than God. But he found at some point that God, and he became more than just a normal goblin as a result. I remember that stuff. And he became quite of a magnificent being at some point. Goro, huh? Majima humble beginnings. Yeah, Goro. He was Goro. That was his name. I do remember that. That was his name. Goblin the Goro. I haven't played Sleeping Dogs. I've seen a little bit from Jim playing it thus far. But no, I haven't played that yet. It also had a karaoke mini game just this year and one of the quests to get very low score. I remember watching a streamer getting AFK and still getting an average score at the end, failing the quest. Aw, that's sad. I can see Majima as a goblin, makes sense. But yes, that was the original stuff, and of course, humans with a spaceship crashed into that planet. That's the main character. First main character is a human that is in the plane that crashes into the planet where the goblin Goro is also and all that, and then there was a lot of other stuff, but that was a lot more of a generic fantasy world that I don't remember that much about, but that was which I was creating at like 13-15, when I was 13 to 15 years old. I don't know if Saten would remember something more about it. I think one of the more of like a devil characters was a little bit inspired by the Charmed, like the one where there's 3 witches and then there was that guy who was an angel. I think that inspired a little bit of one of the characters would have been becoming pretty big, and then also who would have visited in some of the book stories and worlds that Saten was writing. But then, of course, the few that I actually like or then something that I created way later, one that was more of a philosophical thing, philosophical idea as a book. Name would have been White Room and all that, and then another one where the idea basically would have been that a certain family that would have been cursed, their fate would be very much linked into the island, and basically there was only a few of the family always alive, not a lot, and if times in the islands would be going worse, then basically the characters or the one of the destined family would be facing same sort of issues or have to deal with it. I don't remember, or I can't explain it well, especially if I'm trying to tell it extremely shortly. But as a result, one of the starting scene would have been indeed that one of those family would have been born, and would have been a beast, more like not really a human, what's just called a creature, more left into imagination how it looked like. But yeah, going into bad times. Did either one of you ever finish writing anything? Not completely, no. A lot of, but it's the problem of being a perfectionist. A lot of planning, but not actually writing. So I have one text that I tried my best to translate about this last one into English, but yeah, most of it is obviously in Finnish. I tried to translate one into English later on about this story that I was telling right now about, but it's just basically that scenery of the birth of this creature. I think it's decently done, but it just, well, Goro definitely was a bigger play in our shared universe. My worlds don't really take part in a greater stage anymore, but a greater world exists in the background. Yeah, it is still there. Goro exists somewhere in our worlds. Nonetheless, Goro the Goblin. But yeah, Goro is actually the one that I really remember. I remember that I tried to write some more about him, and then the newer worlds. Yeah, definitely haven't even remotely written a book. It's a problem, I've written a lot, but trying to find the right ways, the right words, so that it actually is interesting and conveys the right things and all that, it's not that easy after all. It's definitely not that easy to do all that. It's just not. I did dream to be a writer one day, but in the end, I spent more time with games and all that than writing and thinking about games or worlds anymore, so it doesn't seem unlikely that that's ever gonna happen. Just how it is, and games were always in a big role for me, so slowly but surely. Haha, the most I have actually written is one page. I really like planning stuff, so I have so many stories. Someday I hope to actually have them on paper. Yeah, I think some of the ideas that we've had have been definitely okay and nice enough. Of course, we also had that one world that we were trying to create together. Like, do you remember the scene for basically where we would have been? Where we were kinda like burying an ant. It was okay, I guess, written, but I don't even remember if that text would still be somewhere. Maybe it's somewhere in memory somewhere, but I don't remember at all where. I'm sure so that you can at least remember what I'm talking about. Of course, there were some other projects that we tried to write together too, but it's not that easy thing to do. Still have our different ways of writing. Okay, I think I will be ending the Yakuza stream nonetheless into here, first and foremost. You guys probably won't mind if I would, on my own time, just wait around a bit into here and just collect money, finish that goddamn business to the S rank, and try to upgrade all my skills. Probably would be okay, or at least some of them. At least the main ones from the beast and all of those would be okay to do that. Yeah, writing together is impossible for us, I think. We tried it though, a little bit at least. If I can find the text that I had translated into English, I can try to, but of course it's not the same as in Finnish, and I don't know if it's well enough written, but it's at least somewhat interesting. But I can put it into Discord or link it into, put a copy of it into Discord so you can at least get it and read it if I happen to find it. I'm not sure if I will though, but nonetheless. I watched an interview of some amazing musician, I guess you say mean, and big part of it was about if you have an idea, do it, make the song now. However imperfect it might be, because tomorrow it might not be relevant to you anymore, and that helps me a lot with creative side. Have an idea for a video, make it now. Want to make cute Discord emote, make it now, burn it now. Helps me a lot mentally. Yeah, but of course with a book it would take longer time anyways, and the problem is when you are critical and try to get everything written perfectly, it's really not that easy to do and just write it. Usually takes you 6 months to write a song. And I guess like my introduction song in my channel is okay. I tried to just take some bits of the gameplays that I have had, combine them in a somewhat logical way, so that it's somewhat of an introduction into my channel, plus then using some different terms that are familiar from different games, like stay a while and listen, and just then the knowledge thing about Wizardry 8, that spot, and just trying to combine those so that it would be okay. But on the other hand, it's just introduction, which is way too long. Well, for someone that really would try to be getting the money from that creativity, perhaps then. But okay, I'll stop the recording here, but I assume that it's okay that I'll try to gather some cash at some point. Anyways, indeed, thank you for watching here with some Yakuza 0. And I'll see you guys for more indeed next time. I will be chatting for you here on Twitch a little bit longer, I think, but we can end the recording here. Nonetheless, I think that's okay. So, indeed, for YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed over there some more Yakuza 0. And I'll end the recording here. So, thank you, and bye-bye. See you later.